Like the bleeding, stop! If you're still holding COSM, then you need somebody to help you. My name is John Coda. This is the Rocket Day Trading channel where I show you how to escape stocks that are just killing your bank account. If you're tired of losing money, then you're in the right place. Guys, my one and only goal is to make you money. If you can walk away with this and make some money, then that means that my mission is complete. Every student in our community already knows that. That's why there's a free Discord in the link down below that you can join and start making money right away. We have been looking at COSM for a long time, and once COSM squeezed, we actually took a secondary position on COSM and gave all students a free entry where they were able to get out of COSM with profit, or at least escape COSM with minimal losses. There were some individuals who, I will not say their name, who thought that COSM would go back to $24, $28, and I've even heard $45 floating around somewhere. Guys, that is dangerous thinking. That's dangerous thinking. If we think that COSM is going to go to $45, then that will trap us in the stock to such an extent that we can lose our life savings very easily, very quickly. Imagine if anybody bought in at $24, and now at $4, they have lost actually 7/8 of their money. 7/8 of their money. So if they invested $100,000, then they now only have $10,000 of their money left. They lost $90,000, guys. How is that fair? How is that okay? How are we allowing these other YouTube guys to keep saying that these stocks are going to $45 when you are losing your life savings right now because of their idiocy? This is the stock channel where you'll actually get the truth, what's actually happening in the stock. I give live signals on the Discord 100% free for escaping stocks just like this, and also buying them in at a good price. I mean, look at our record today. I mean, today we traded two stocks. One of them is PRQR. That's up 20% today. It's actually one of the top three highest gaining stocks today, and we got in at the bottom. We actually have proof of that in our Discord. The other stock was actually called out in the morning before market open. It's called ICCM. That is also up over 20% today. It went up even more after hours. It actually squeezed. So we actually traded two stocks that squeezed today. And meanwhile, COSM, all the COSM people, I guess they're still waiting for $45. But if that's you, then it's okay, because this is the channel where you're going to get an exit plan. How do we get out of COSM? What can we expect COSM to do next? Well, COSM has been downtrending for about a week now, over a week, and the whole Christmas Santa Claus rally, that never happened. It's already almost the end of December, and the stock market just looks weak, really, really weak. Now, I do expect COSM to go up quite a bit in the near future. However, we can't say that for sure yet. We can't say for sure, okay, COSM is definitely going up. Instead, we have to look for something called an accumulation. Now, what I want to do is teach you what an accumulation is so that you can use this to actually profit off of COSM, and also, especially if you're in COSM, and if that's you, then listen up, escape COSM, because you definitely want to be closing COSM. You don't want to be waiting for $45, or you will end up like so many traders that I've talked to and who have saved millions over the years, who have held these horrible stocks that are just absolute garbage, which they are waiting for some kind of miraculous short squeeze, which is never going to happen, and they just lose all their money. And not only that, but it's worse, because they actually tie up all their money, and so they no longer have access to that money. They can't trade with it. They can't use it to buy groceries. It's almost like that money doesn't exist anymore. And indeed, most of the time, they actually lose 100% of the money that they have, because they just were never able to sell their position. If that is you, then you need to know right now from a professional trader that that is not going to be profitable for you in the long run if you have that mindset. And the only reason I'm telling you this, by the way, is that I care about you. I actually want you to succeed in the stock market. I want every single trader who watches this channel to succeed in the stock market, to be on the winning side of the trade, to stop allowing the institutions, those big guys with that big money, right, who can control the market, push it up and down, and who are constantly trying to hit your stop losses, those guys, right, the guys who want to take your money, beat them, right? I want you to beat them. You need to be on the winning side of the trade. And if you watch this channel, then you're going to be on the winning side of the trade. And here's how. We want to see accumulation on COSM at about $4. I mean, right now, I know that we have some sites, right, like Investor Place, Investors Observer here, who says that COSM has a 23 out of 100 score. Yes. COSM is down 94.63% over the last 12 months. Yes. Definitely weakness in COSM. However, right now, COSM is at a key point. And I'm going to now share the COSM chart with you. So COSM chart, nothing really has happened news-wise for COSM. And that's exactly what we expect, because COSM did go through a short squeeze. And after the short squeeze ended, then the most likely scenario after the end of the short squeeze is a dump. And there's a constant dump. It's not like it's going to ever necessarily end until the stock goes back to fair value. Now, the fair value of COSM is around $4, which is why this is finally the point where we can possibly see a reversal on COSM to the upside. Now, how big of a reversal do I expect? Well, at most, I expect COSM to come to about $8. If you remember our profit targets on COSM initially, they were 100% accurate. We actually called the top of COSM. So from $8 to $8.93, that's where we're actually getting out of COSM and closing our position if you're part of the Discord. If you were not part of the Discord, or you didn't listen to the signal and you thought that you were smarter than the chart, then you may still be holding COSM, in which case you are down a lot of money right now. If you are down a lot of money, then that is not good, right? We don't want to be down a lot of money. We don't want to be losing money. And the only way that that's going to stop is if we actually see, okay, we want to see this very particular price action on COSM. We want to see the volume in COSM decrease. Okay, the volume of COSM decrease means that the supply is being absorbed by those institutional traders. So essentially, the people with the big money are starting to buy the stock. And we also want to see the stock start to move sideways and stay above the $4 level. So we don't want to see the stock continue to fall like a knife, right, all the way down to $3 or $2 or zero. We want to see it stop, slow down, right, put the brakes on it, have some pina colada, and just rest there at around $4. Because if we could see COSM resting and accumulating at about $4, then that means that investors are now taking interest in the stock once more, at which case we can get a rally to around $5.93 is my first sell target, and the second sell target is at $7.57. Okay, $5.93 and $7.57. You guys heard it here. If you are still holding COSM after it reaches those price levels and COSM dumps down to the next lower point, which is about $3, then you have no one but yourself to blame. You held the stock despite me telling you exactly where to sell it. And in fact, I've done so many times in the past where I've told traders to get out of stocks at a certain point. We did call the top of COSM here, and it says rally from 632. Our entry was actually at $6 on the 20th, and we sold it all. Every student in the group sold it and got the signal to sell at about $8.50, $8.93. So there was absolutely no excuse if you are holding COSM right now, but the past is the past. If you're holding COSM, then am I just going to leave you for the dogs? Am I going to let you lose all your money and trade just horribly? This is horrible trading. This is not good trading. I don't want to be the one to tell you that, but I hate when you lose money more. I would rather you get mad at me than lose your life savings and no longer be able to live a life of financial freedom, because unless you have money to trade with, you're not going to be able to live a life of financial freedom, and especially through trading, right? You need money in order to make money in trading. So rather than you blowing your account, I'm going to scold you a little bit and say, hey, listen up. You did a bad thing. You held on to COSM too long. You can't hold losing stocks too long. You're going to lose everything. You got to get out of this thing at 563. You got to get out at 757. You got to get out when the stock does a secondary rally, because that is your chance to get at least some of your money back, to recoup some of your losses. And then after you recoup those losses, then never do this again. Get out when the stock shows that it's no longer at good level anymore. When the stock starts downtrending, when institutions, when the big banks start pushing the stock down into the dirt, you got to get out. No more hoping, no more praying that the stock is going to go to $45. We have to listen to where the chart is. There's a reason why my student was able to be green 2 weeks in a row, and why multiple students who have actually followed my trading strategy are now printing money on a daily basis, living full time off their trading. It's because they listen to the chart and they've learned the strategy that actually works in the stock market. Guys, my name is John Cota. I've done a few things in my life. I've run marathons, I've trained in the military, and I've traded professionally in the stock market. So if you actually want to start trading profitably and you don't see that in your account right now, then maybe that's because there's something that's wrong. Maybe there's some kind of false information. Can you consider that for a second, that there may be some information that you're receiving from the YouTube channels that you watch that is hurting your bank account? And if so, if that is you, then you need right now to either reach out to me or to at least stop trading. Okay, at least stop trading, because at the end of the day, if you continue down that path and you just see that your trades are not working out again and again, you're going to lose all your money. And I hate to see people who are just trying to earn an honest living lose their life savings in the stock market because of some idiots that they saw on YouTube. So this video right here shows you how to trade COSM. I'm even going to give you a powerful super stock that I'm watching right now to trade tomorrow. It's called HTGM. HTGM currently around $4. My buy-in price is anywhere from $3 to $4 on HTGM. If this price can hold above that level, then I'm going to sell it at around $4.85 and $6.71 if it goes parabolic. That's where you're actually going to get, a 15% to 50% increase trading the stocks that we've actually researched with the eye of a professional trader. That's where you're actually going to make money. I'm also checking out XPON and Dada, DADA. And so you can watch those stocks tomorrow if you want to make some serious cash. But for right now, if you're trading COSM, if you're trapped in COSM, please get out. Any stock that you're trapped, it doesn't have to be COSM. Get out. There's no reason for you to be sticking around and hanging out in a losing stock. It's a losing trade. Cut it out and start making some money. This is John Cody, your day trading coach. Thanks for coming to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.